before moving to Leeds?
Hunslet before moving to Leeds. I need another clue on this one.
He's been on the coaching staff for Rhinos, Bulls and England.
James Lowes.
Correct. So that gives you 8 points for the Bradford Leeds round.
I feel good. I hope everyone at home did as well as I did, because I can't not make my guesses, can I? Without.
Yeah. We'll have to set it up so you can message it after clue 1, and I can say whether it,
Now, what we'll do is we'll give them a second after clue 1, like I tried to with those ones.
Yeah.
And then they can mute it for a second.
So, round 2 is the flat caps and whippets, Castleford and Wakefield.
Okay.
So, player number 1, for 3 points, played briefly for Sydney Roosters before being given early release.
Nah.
His contract at Hull, for 2 points, was terminated for disciplinary reasons.
No, I don't know.
And thirdly, he scored a famous Magic Weekend try.
So, came over from the Roosters, was sacked from Hull FC.
Yeah.
Or ditched by Hull FC, but played at Magic. Played for both Cass and Wakefield. I'm not going to get this one.
Jordan Tansey.
Oh, yeah, should have got that. I should have got that. And I know you'd sort of forget that he played for Wakefield, but he was one of those players they brought in for the Super 8s when they beat Bradford that year in the £1 million game, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was one of the players wearing 40 odd on his back in that game.
760.
Yeah. He can't have played a huge amount of games for either of the two sides. Anyway, good one, that. Good one.
Player number 2. Played for England as centre, second row and loose forward.
Lee Gilmore?
No.
Oh, he never played for Wakefield, did he? He coached them.
Did he never play for them?
Oh, maybe he was another player that played right at the end of a season, maybe, yeah.
Okay, for 2 points, he was a 2013 Dream Team member.
Brett Ferris.
Yes, correct.
Excellent.
And
I'm glad to have got any of these ones right, because I thought I'd struggle on these ones, because you don't think about people who played for Wakefield and Cass that much.
No. And
that's
the
just
third
to wind up Wakefield and Cass fans, by the way.
The third clue would have been transfer listed for supposed bedroom antics.
Actually, Wakefield and Cass related, I saw a really good tweet at the weekend someone did about the Super League table, and saying that Cass had been unbeaten since March the whatever, but Wakefield haven't won a game in 3 months.
yeah, I saw that. So player 3 began career at Leeds with loan spells to Hull, Widnes and Hunslet.
Paul McShane.
Well done. Your other clues would have been he moved to Castleford while Scott Moore went in the opposite direction, and he was Cass Player of the Year in 2018. Player number 4. He's the middle of 3 rugby playing brothers.
So, it's my guess would be George Griffin, but I thought that Josh Griffin was the middle one, but I don't remember him playing for Wakefield.
Which one's your answer?
I'm going to go Josh Griffin.
Correct.
Because he's the middle one of the brothers, isn't he? So that's the only... I don't remember him playing for Wakefield at all.
No.
But I got it right, so...
Yeah, so your other clues were 2010 was spent on loan at Batley, and question 3, he became a Hull FC legend with a 2-minute cameo performance.
Ha!
So again, you got 8 points.
Oh, good.
So now they play at the end of Rich Man's Field, and this is Saints against Wigan. Oh, Saints and Wigan.
The
sorry.
original derby, then.
Player
the
number
Lord
1
derby.
is the only prop not to concede a penalty whilst playing for Ian Millward.
What?
This is as obscure as some of your, questions from the other week.
This is obscure. The only prop not to concede a penalty whilst playing for Ian Millward.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm thinking of players that have played for both sides here when I make this guess, and I'm going to say Bryn Hargreaves.
You are completely correct.
Excellent. Happy with that one.
He also played in consecutive losing grand finals 2008 and 2009, and played 2 years at Bradford before retiring disillusioned with the sport.
Yeah, didn't he go to be like a mineral miner in Australia or something weird like that?
Possibly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So player 2, he's a 2 times Challenge Cup final winner and 2 times grand final loser as a Warrington player.
It's a Warrington player.
Mm-hmm.
Martin Gleeson.
No.
Oh.
Saints refused to sell him to Wigan.
Mickey Hyam.
Yeah.
Of course.
You don't get that.
Gleeson had left them by the time they won that second cup because he was with us winning the grand final, yeah. Anyway.
So went to Bradford and was then swapped for Terry Newton and began and ended career at Lee. So player
has
3
a podcast now.
Everyone does.
One of our rivals. I've not listened to it yet. It's lined up to listen to at some point.
So player 3, he started his rugby career in Australia with Slack Creek Red Lions.
Oh, well, if I'd heard of that before, it's not the kind of thing you'd forget, is it?
It's not. Come on, show your Rugby League pedigree here.
I don't know the answer to the Slack Creek Red Lions.
Well, you'll never forget again, will you?
No.
His contract at Hull FC was terminated and he was subsequently banned for failing a drugs test.
Oh, so it's Martin Gleeson.
Yeah. And the last one is he will bet on a certainty.
You forget he played in that game?
Yeah. And lastly, player 4, he was a Challenge Cup winner in 1996 and 97.
Okay. So that means he was at Saints at that stage. 96 and 97 at Saints, but played for Wigan. Sean Long.
No.
Okay.
He took there was a 9-year gap between being player coach at Rochdale and taking a similar position at Barrow.
Paul Aitchison.
No. He was the 1996 Dream Team scrum half.
Oh, Bobby Goulding.
Yep.
I should have got that at the first one.
You got 8 again for that one. And now we come to the proper derby. Hull FC versus those on the other side of the river. So player 1 only played 1 game for Hull FC.
That's not enough for me. Hopefully some Hull FC and Hull KR fans are getting 3 points here, but I'm not.
Number 2, he played for Balmain and Parramatta prior to coming to England.
Nah.
And number 3, he's been on the coaching staff at Hull KR, Hull FC, Widnes and Featherstone.
James Webster.
Yes, correct. That was a tricky one, I think.
I didn't know he played at Hull FC.
He signed for us. I think it was like a middle 8 thing. Played 1 match, got injured, and then joined the coaching staff.
Oh. Yeah. Well, I got it. I got a point. I'm happy with that.
But it was like blink and you miss it.
Yeah.
So he is... Player number 2 is a dual code New Zealand international.
Dual code New Zealand international who's played at both Hull clubs. Nah.
Fans sang "We're on the piss" with after he claimed he was just drinking water in a nightclub the night before a cup tie.
That's a good story, but I'm sensing this guy's from before my time.
I was going to say, I think he might be borderline before your time.
Yeah.
Other clubs include York and 2 spells with Castleford.
York, Castleford, Hull FC, Hull KR, someone in the 90s. I don't have this one, sorry. I'm not going to get
Michael Smith.
Michael Smith?
Mm-hmm. Is he before you?
It's a name that I'm vaguely aware of, but it's not exactly an uncommon name.
He was a prop second rower. But yeah, it all came out that he'd been out in this nightclub, and then he gave the plausible story that he was just drinking water.
Yeah, but all the coke he did was... No, I have no idea. I can't get it on this one, that's a shame.
Player number 3, his first club was Goroka Lahinas before he moved to Ley Bombers.
So, what I'm going to say, right, is that the Hull ones are harder for me because your dad will think they're obvious because he knows these people inside out, but I don't. But what I'm going to guess is Stanley Jean.
You're correct. Second clue, he went across the river via Gateshead. And thirdly, he had his own song in the days of Bullmania. Player number 4.
Everyone had their own song, though, didn't they? Do you remember? They used to play...
Yeah, but Hull fans had their own version of the song.
Oh, okay. They used to play, like, a tune for every player, though, didn't they, at Bradford, when they were announcing the team sheet? Yeah. Because I remember Jamie Langley's was, "Oh, your hair is beautiful," and now he's all bald and that.
Stanley James was Daydream Believer.
Yeah.
Player number 4. He was highly talented as an academy player and made his Super League FC debut in 2005.
Graham Horn.
No, but good shout. He holds the record for number of Super League clubs that he has played for.
The record for Super League clubs that he's played for? But he came through Hull FC's academy in 2005.